night. Good night. Hey, Galen, you laughing already? What's going on? Nah, you just chilling. All right. Okay, it's okay. You can laugh. It's cool. Hey, Mystical. Hey. What's going on? There's like not much, just fighting with OBS, the joy. There's like all these trees over here where I live, and there's a goat that's been making noise for the past 4 hours nonstop. I'm surprised nobody like called the police already and like did anything about it. I guess people just must have closed their windows and not listened to him. Poor goat. He's still going on. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this goat? Nothing to do with me. I don't know. Poor thing. Poor thing. My sister was like, what the hell is that noise? It says a goat. You can tell. I know goats. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe he just won't shut up. Or maybe like he's in trouble or something. I don't know. But he lives far away from here, but I can hear him. I can hear him in the distance. There's a farm like right down the hill there, so he must be in the farm somewhere. I don't know. He might be in somebody's yard, like, and they must probably like must not worry about him, I guess. I don't know. Poor thing. It sounds hilarious though. The thing is, that goat's been around here for months. I've been hearing that goat forever. But no one says anything, so I guess people must have complained, but they must be like, oh well. Close your windows. You ain't gotta listen to him no more. But this is the longest he's ever made noise. Like it's 10:25 here. So I don't know why, like I still hear him. Oh, hey, Lashonda, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? You want a love reading? So you don't love me no more? You want to love somebody else? All right. I see how it good. All right. What's going on? All good? Love, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. You don't need no love. Worry about these guys. Love, love, love. Everybody wants love. I gonna spit out my damn drink. She says I'm down with the swirl. That's what's up. Ain't nothing changed. Our love is the same. All right, let me see what's going on. What I got for you. Love. Everybody wants love. Love, love, love. Well, I see that you've been lied to. You've had some disloyal people around you, men, love situations, fake love, people who were a person who misrepresented themselves. I also see you not making no effort to really be in any type of love situations. And if you do, you're pretty much preoccupied with it because of the fake, false men that say that there's something and they're not. Yeah. But I do see a decent guy here, King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces might not be, but But this person is someone who has a good job, business, professional, somebody who's responsible, somebody who's generous, kind, all the above. They could be religious, spiritual. They could be a lawyer. They could be all the above. King of Cups is somebody who's like chill. They have a good job. They work hard, work a lot. And then you show up here, the Nine of Pentacles lady, someone who's single, very cautious in her, you know, pursuit of a man. But I think that the past shit needs to like disconnect, you know? The past stuff needs to like disconnect from your head, from your mind. And like when someone else, if this King of Cups comes into your life, then because in the next 2 months, this person can come into your life and be decent, but you're always gonna probably question him because of what you've been through in the past. Hey Glow. She says, "Oh look, it's the Aquarius Puta." Pita. Hey Bobby, how you doing? Good evening. I thought you was calling me a puta. um. So yeah, Lashonda, I would say that there's a chance that you're gonna meet somebody decent, but you might be. Don't give this person like a hard time. Let them prove themselves. Let them prove that they're this King of Cups. Let them prove that they're a decent person. because I feel like this person could be new, but I'm gonna check. I know what it stands for. That's your middle name. Pain in the ass. You recently released the past person and called him back my energy and returning his back. Yeah, because I'm getting past energy getting in the way of you being with someone new. I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm getting this person is a new person. King of Cups person. I'm getting that they're new and they want love. They might offer you love, you know, but it's the thing is with this person is they can have like they can have like a child that they deal with, and the child is like, a part of their life, but they have issues with it, and then but they're okay, they're like mentally drained from that one specific part of their life. They also didn't have a good marriage life or a good like friendship with the person that they were with, and they could have broken off or got a divorce or broken off an engagement with the person, or they're not very happy at the moment, but they're willing to start all over again and they're willing to offer you their love. So it looks like this person could be someone who has a child, you know, and the new person is someone like that's going through the mental anxiety, but they find you interesting and find you somebody that they can be with. And they're willing to offer you their love and to be in love with you. So I would say from now until the end of next month, it's very possible to meet this new person. And they're the type of person that they work a lot. They deal with their child every now and then, even though they're a pain in the ass. I see the child being like a problem of some sort. But this person is definitely single and willing to be back in a relationship after all the heartache. Because I got the Ace of Cups at the very end here, and that tells me that over a period of time, over a month's time, that you can possibly be with someone new. Like, and this person could be very much in your life, and you can meet them any day now. So, I mean, that's good. At least it's a new person because I checked and it says it's definitely a new person. But it definitely focused on the old energy, you know? So, yeah. Hey, Claudia, how you doing? Hey, Dan. So, Lashonda, I would say that you're doing the right thing, getting rid of the past energy and the past person. And the new person should be shortly coming into your life, like within the next month or so. And it looks like you and this new person could be, getting into dating and possibly like more than that, you know? But you have to like disconnect, like the cards and spirit have emphasized that disconnection from the old is going to get you into the new. So yeah, and I would say like next month you'll meet this person. It's not going to be like in the next 2 weeks, but I would say like next month, going into next month, you can meet this person. Like you could meet this person through work situation. So if you work around any type of men, or you work in a place where there is men, you can possibly meet this person, you know? Yeah, definitely disconnect, because that's saying like that very strongly that you have to disconnect there, because if you don't, it's not going to give you a chance to connect with the new person. So that's definitely something that you've got to do. Like, as much as it's hard sometimes, or as much as it's annoying if the person's trying to come back or trying to do shit, I would say, like, do your best to disconnect, because it can ruin your chances of finding a new person. But the new person can possibly come in, you could be meeting this person through a work related situation or at work. So if you work around men, like a new guy might come to work in April, and then you meet him, and then you guys connect, and you guys, end up being together eventually, or at least dating. But um, if it's somebody that doesn't work with you, it could be somebody that, is in a work related situation, or has like work related situations that connect with your work or company or something like that. But this person also is like how you feel. They're tired of the old shit. They want a new person, so it's like a similar energy. So King of Cups is somebody who, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, possibly, or just somebody who has a good job and just wants a good person in their life. So it looks good, LaShawn. It's not bad. I'll pull you a love card too. Damn, Leos. Leos are pain in the ass. That's what they are. Damn, Leos. That's why they're opposite of Aquarius, because they wish they could be like us. Hell no. I'll never love a Leo again. Not in this lifetime. My favorite sign to this, yeah. All right, I got you two cards here. LaShonda. This is your first card, and it says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. So go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. And see, we just finished talking about that. You went through these life cycles of shifts with the old shit. You got to change. You can't resist that change. You know, you create this unnecessary stress by going back to the person from the past, or even dealing with the person from the past. And then your next card is twin flames. Your passion ignites. So you might end up meeting somebody that's your twin flame, and then things ignite from there. So kind of resonates with what we just finished talking about in the reading. So looks like you might be meeting some new D, you know? Exactly. So now that you've got confirmation from spirit that that's what you need to do, then that's what you got to start doing. And if you don't do that, then you risk the chance of getting with this new person, because the new person is there for the taking, but you got to like not resist the change, So just go with the flow. Now that you know that that's what you have to that you have to do, then this is what you got to do. Stay with the flow. Let it go, just pan out on its own. Let this person come into your life, and take you by surprise and do whatever, and try not to like think that that person is going to, be a problem and all that shit. So just trying not to allow that to happen. I know it's hard getting rid of old shit and old people and old, love and all that type of crap, but for me, that shit ain't no problem at all. Hey Panda, how you doing? One thing about me, I'll get rid of people quick. It ain't no problem. I wish everybody was like that, but that's what you got to work on, and that's your mission. Lashonda is just trying to stay with the flow and make and just have. Now that you know that there's someone new coming, that spirit has for you because you deserve it. You got to let it all pan out. So when it happens and you see that person, when you meet that person, don't dare to go back. Don't even think about it. Say fuck that. The new person's there. This is what you've been waiting for. Absolutely, I agree. And now that you have that, reassurance and confirmation, that's what I suggest that you do. Definitely. You know, Sagittarius. Yeah, my youngest sister is my best friend, and she's a Sagittarius. She's a pain in my ass, but most fire signs are a pain in the ass. But Sagittarius is the least pain in the ass to me out of all the fire signs. Leo is the biggest pain in the ass, and Aries is right behind it. Those two signs are the most annoying. Yeah. Leos are just like whatever. You're welcome, Lashonda. It's good seeing you, sweetheart. I wish you the best. Yeah. She's gonna be pain in the ass number one now. Pain in the ass number one left. She's doing her thing. And she's not even a fire sign. Shit. My brother finally got a room into the hospital. He's doing okay. He's much better now. He's not that bad, but they're running tests on him with his heart. They're keeping him overnight. He finally got like admitted into a room. He's been waiting in the emergency forever. My sister and my mom went to visit him. He's okay for now. But apparently he had like a beginning of like a mini stroke. His arm went numb and he couldn't really talk and he couldn't swallow. He was all like fucked up for a little bit. But he's all right now. He's doing much better. He was laughing and talking and stuff with my sister and my mom. But yeah, he's got a room now, so he's doing much better. He's all right. He has to stay there, and they have to monitor him. He's already on heart medication as it is. So, but he's okay though. I'm glad he's all right. But unfortunately, a lot of it's self-inflicted. But you know, I'm glad he's all right though. He's not my favorite person, but I don't wish anything bad on him at the end of the day. But he's got a lot to do when he gets out of there. He needs to organize his shit and get his shit together. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, he's all right. He's cool. Yeah, he needed this wake up call. He's way overweight. He worries a lot. He's already on heart medication from his divorce. Um, he had a divorce a couple years ago and it really destroyed him. Um, And then his cat died a couple months ago. So he's all upset. My dad passed away not too long ago. So he's had a lot of stress on his plate, but seems like he's all right. He'll be okay. My sister says he's in good spirits, but my mom's worried now about him. He has two sons. They're 19 and 21, so they're okay. It's not like we have to take care of them or anything. They're grown men. They're cool. So he says everything is all right. He feels much better. So at least he's all right. That's the main thing. But he needs to get his shit together. He definitely needs to get his shit together. Hopefully, this is the wake up call that he needed to change his life. He's 58 years old, so he's getting up there. He's 9 years older than me, so he needs to sort his shit out, and he'll be all right, hopefully. But yeah, thanks for asking. But he's cool. He'll be all right, just like I knew he would be. He's fine. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't like drink and shit. He doesn't really like, he don't do drugs and all that shit. But he doesn't take care of himself. He doesn't really eat good. He doesn't, like I said, he's overweight and he stresses out about a lot of things. But, his divorce kind of ruined his life. That's what happens when you marry a hoe. You can't marry a hoe and expect to make her a housewife for the rest of her life. It ain't gonna work. She's gonna eventually be a hoe again. So that's what really, destroyed him. But I told him don't do it, but he didn't listen to me. Then he tells me all the time, I should have listened to you. I should have been like you. And I said, no, don't be like me, bro. You're the one who wanted to marry that hoe, not me, not my problem. That's why I stay away from hoes, especially Leos. Yeah, stress is a big thing, but the main thing is to like, be positive and understand that what you're doing, that's where you know, you have to control your life, not your wife. Panda, where am I from? I'm from Bermuda. It's an island, very small, off the east coast of the United States. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, exactly. See, Dan made his wife made him a housewife. This woman talking about from Louisiana. Do I talk like I'm from Louisiana? Louisiana people be like, "How y'all doing? You want some Louisiana hot sauce? You guys want some rub on your steak?" That's how they talk. I don't talk like that. See, Leo confused. The population here is 65,000. It's very small. You could put all of us in a you could put all of us in Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Because that's how many people go there anyway. Ain't much people go there. Is it chill over here? Yeah, we don't have much crime. There's like maybe 5 murders per year, and that's gang related. Bunch of dumbasses shooting each other. Guns are not legal here, but some people have some. They smuggle it in. People die more on the roads from traffic fatalities and shit, traffic accidents and shit like that. It's nice here. It's a very nice place to live, but it's very expensive. One of the most expensive places in the world. So you need to work hard, save your money so you can live here, or you have to be very lucky to find a decent job and live good here. You know, No, we're within the triangle. Like we're a part of it. Yeah. Bermuda is in the middle of the triangle pretty much. Oh, that stuff you don't have to worry about that shit. It's not like you're swimming out in the ocean. The Bermuda Triangle only affects boats and things like that. But people don't really talk about those things too much anymore. It's all like over and done with now. You know. I know, right, Dan? Of course, we had to have some fucking cowboy fan in here. Yeah, exactly, Gala. That's all it is. Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle is real. You know, all that stuff happened eventually. If you go to YouTube and you go to Bermuda Triangle stories and like boat stuff, you'll see like a Bermudian guy. He'll say, "I'm from Bermuda, and this is my Bermuda Triangle experience." You know, like he'll tell you that if you go out on a boat and you go in that area, like everything, like stuff gets messed up, like the radio don't work, things go wonky. It's like, yeah. See, the latest thing they said about it, to be honest, was like they said that was an underground, like pyramids underneath the ground that they found. Like it was like an underwater world Atlantis type of thing, where they found some pyramids, but it's all hush hush, like, but it got out there. And because Bermuda has a lot of crystal caves and things like that. If you Google crystal caves Bermuda, you'll see what I mean. Like there's a lot of like crystal energy and stuff here, a lot of like powerful like magnetic energies and crystal stuff and things like that. So there's a lot of caves and shit here, and apparently they found like pyramids and shit underneath the ground, all this bullshit. So like I tell people all the time, the ocean is huge. The ocean is never going to be completely, you know, checked and solved. There ain't gonna happen. But the ocean is the underground. The ocean is like big, so it's bigger than the earth and well bigger than the land and everything. So if somebody says this is in the ocean, I totally believe it. So because the ocean is never ending. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. She says I say pyramids. Pyramids. That's my Bermudian accent, not my Louisiana accent. Hey Tanya, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? Yeah, it's pretty cool, Panda. You know, of course you can ask me. Tanya, that's probably the brake cleaner. A lot of mechanics take the brake cleaner and it stinks like hell, and they spray it all over the calipers so they can get all the dust and all the grime out of it. It's like it's called like brake cleaner. It's very disgusting smelling. And what it is because you were driving the car a lot and it gets hot, that heat makes that stench come out. That's all it is. If it ain't making noise, then it's fine. And if it just stinks, then that's what it probably is. Yeah. If they smell really bad, that's what it is. It's like the actual brake cleaner. It's really nasty. Between the brake cleaner and the actual like new brakes itself, that's what it probably is. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I used to be a mechanic. That's why nobody panicked. I used to say, "Don't no need to panic. Marky is the mechanic." Yeah. After it rains and it washes it all off, then it'll be fine. Nah. If you want to, you can like spray some like simple green or some soap on them and just wash them off just to get like the stench off. It won't affect it. That's what I used to do. People used to like bring their car back and say, "Oh, my car stinks and brakes stink." I said, "It's the fucking brake cleaner and the brake dust and shit and all that grimy ass shit." So I used to just put some simple green on it and wash it off, and it was fine. It could be. It could be like the same thing. I know, right, Panda? She's such an annoying ass and glow, 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 glow. Ain't nothing glowing about you. It's funny. There was a piece of hers in the back seat all the time. Thought it was. Okay. Yeah, you said it right, Panda. Cause you know her longer than me. She thinks she's ready for me. Most Leos think they are, but they can't handle me. She tries though. I let her get a few in here and there just to make her feel good. After all, she's a woman. I don't want to disrespect no women and shit like that, but it's all good fun. It's okay. She's the one who always talks about she wants to beat me up. I can't publicly say I'm gonna beat up a woman because then they're gonna report me and shit. Oh, cool. I'm gonna check that out. Put her back in her box. She never left. Shit. Damn. I tell you, I don't know what it is, but all these Leos are coming in here now. It was good enough just having Dan. See? And then next thing you know, I got Kitty in here, and then now you. One thing I give Leos, they like to talk a lot of shit and have fun. That's good. See? It's always nice to talk shit and have fun. As long as it's not like. Oh yeah, that's right. Erica too. Yeah, I forget Eric. But see, she doesn't act like a Leo. She doesn't act like a Leo. See, Erica is all calm and cool. Like she doesn't like act like you guys. She's not very like, you know, like talk shit and type thing. She doesn't talk shit to me like that. She's kind and decent. I love Erica. She's cool. I've known her for a bit. She's a nice person. Yeah, I like Erica. She's cool. But she's not a rowdy type of person. She's like, she's cool. Like, yeah. She's sweet. Yeah. She's like a cool Leo. Like I would have never known I would have never guessed she was a Leo. But yeah, she's cool as fuck. I love Erica. She's cool. She's cool. Okay, Barbie, take care, sweetheart. Sweet dreams to you too. You're not cool. You wish you was cool. Yes, that's right. You guys all knew. Mystical, Gallant, you guys all knew Erica, yeah. I keep forgetting you guys know her. Yeah, I forget. I forgot you guys all knew each other. Yeah. I keep forgetting that she's a Leo because she doesn't act like that. Sure, Panda, whenever you want. It's all good. Whenever you're ready. I don't pretend, like some people, you know. Oh, Hollywood comes over tomorrow? Oh, dang. Eric is the longest person you followed on Terrace. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't meet her through you guys. I met her through my friend Rising Storm Tarot. I don't know if you guys know who Rising Storm Tarot is. My friend. She was cool with Erica was cool with her, and that's how I knew Erica through her. That's who it is. That's who Melissa, yeah. Yeah. Melissa and Erica, I think, did a collab. I'm going back years ago, man. This wasn't like just the other day. This is a while ago. Cause me and Melissa are like, very we're close. We used to do collabs together. We used to be we're still good friends. And she's like my baby sister. And she's cool. She's cool as fuck. She's one of the readers she's one of the people and readers that I know on here that I've trusted my whole time I've been on here. I can trust Melissa with anything. She's always been good to me, always been an authentic person, on here to me. We've both been through bullshit, but we both that's where I met Erica through. I met Erica through I think what happened was when I first met Erica, she was in the live and then she came over to my live because Melissa told her to come check me out or whatever. That's how I met her. Now that I remember, no. Yeah. I think that Erica told you guys to come over here. I think that's what happened. I think that's how I met Gala and Mystical, I believe. I think Erica told you guys come see me. I think that was something like that. I could be wrong, but I think that's how we all knew each other. I think we knew each other. Some of us knew each other through Erica. Yeah. I believe that's how it is. I could be wrong, though, but I believe that's how it is. Yeah, I got it, Panda. Thank you. And you said, may I have a work repeat is what I need. All right, cool. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. Yeah, she's cool as fuck. I've read for her plenty of times. She's read for me too. Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Erica shouts me out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right, Gala. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, yes, that's right. But Erica knows Teresa, and Teresa knows Erica, and then that's how we all know each other too. But I think we all of us connected some way through Erica. Though that's why Erica's cool as fuck. You know, I don't have nothing like against her. I've never had a problem with her. She's always been cool with me. I visit her every time she goes live when I can. If she's on, like I'll go over there and chill out. You know. Oh, there you go. So that's how we all found each other. So there you go. One person knows that person, knows that person, and you know that person, and you know that person. But yeah, I know for a fact that Erica told some people about me, like, which I greatly appreciate on her part. I always take care of her anyway. I always make sure she's cool. You know. All right, Panda. Let's see what we got for you. You working 12 hours? Hell no. Better find you a rich man. Hey, Christy, how you doing? All right, so what I got here as far as work-related stuff, I feel like work is good as far as finances and money, and I feel like your job shows you gratification, generosity. I feel like you are someone who they can depend on, someone who reassures them that you do your job. I feel like you're a kind, decent person at work. Um, but what I get is you might be overcoming some difficulties there from people that are there, or you might have some people there that you don't really like. You might have someone there that you slowly trying to get away from or end a friendship with, or this could be like you just feeling stagnant at work sometimes, like you just said, like you don't really want to go, but um I feel like you are good at what you're doing. I feel like you have the skill. I feel like your job looks at you, your bosses look at you as a person who has self-confidence. You're good at what you do. If you're a salesman, then I would say you're a good one. And you have like the willpower, and you're spontaneous, and you have just remember to be creative as much as you want. Like, just be creative, do what you gotta do, and you should be fine. But there is I got like the magician here, and that is an Aries. Considered an Aries a magician, man. I feel like he is a know-it-all, and he could be very deceptive and tricky at times, but he's also very good at what he does, and he knows you are too. He might think that you're like a threat, maybe, or he just tries not to deal with you. But you should look at it like as there's always going to be that one person at work, right? You know what I mean? There's always going to be that one person. But the thing is if you feel, a lot of, I'll tell you what I see here overall is this man, if you are a threat to this man's job, like if you could be, if you're possibly like someone who can take his job or can do his job, he might look at you because you're a woman. He's going to look at you as a threat. because most men in power doesn't want a woman to take over their power, or doesn't, or feels threatened by a woman that's good at what they do, or wants their job, or can do their job. So the magician to me is somebody who can, say shit to make you feel like everything is cool, but in the back they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'll stab your ass in the back. Nah, you ain't taking shit from me." You know? Yeah, I can see that because I got the Five of Pentacles here, and that tells me that you're trying to get over the things that he ruined, or the shit that he did, and just try and reverse this bad trend. So just understand that ending this friendship, or workmanship with this person, right? Just don't worry about it, like, because people, I feel like people at your job know who you are and they know who he is. And sometimes the best way to win a battle like that is to understand that at the end of the day, he's the boss. He's gonna be the way he is, right? As long as you conquer your job and your job title, then that person can't do anything they can't do anything to you. Even though they're the boss, they might, say or do or act a certain way. But you personally, I feel, from looking at the cards, I feel like everybody knows you're generous and kind and you're decent and you're a good worker. He knows it too. But I don't feel like he's gonna do something to like ruin your life or get you fired or something like that, right? But the thing is you have to like understand that people like you and they don't like him, right? Because the magician is somebody who is very good at what they do and can't be denied, but they'll also use that in a cocky, self-centered, self-confident way, you know? So yeah, if this is who I'm just describing, then you can't really do too much to that person. That person is always going to be who they are, and they're not going to let you or anybody else get into their type of, get into their airspace, you know. So I would say, don't worry about them and just keep doing what you do. Just slowly and partially change the way you think and the way you act around them, or like don't even say shit about them. Because as soon as you say shit, somebody might run back and tell them and then make it more annoying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So try not to like allow this person to get into your energy, because everybody there knows what the person's about and they know you and they like you and they don't care about him. Like, So now that you've changed the shifts and you don't work with them, that's a good thing. So now you don't have to worry about it. You just have to say, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do. I always encourage everyone that whatever job you have, to just do your fucking job and don't worry about anybody else. Because if you start worrying about what everybody else is doing, and I try to teach this to a lot of people, and this is the reason why I went on my own and I've been on my own and have my own business for 20 years, because I can't deal with people. I can't work with people in a building or in a space for a long period of time, because people are not genuine and they're jealous and they're envious. And if you are really good at what you do, no matter what you do in life, if you're really good at it and they see you enjoy it, that shit irritates people. It makes people want to get rid of you because they feel threatened by you. So if you're a threat to somebody that is that way and has that feeling, then you're never going to get over that person, because that person already is the boss. The reason they are a boss is probably because they're a snitch or they're really good at what they do. And like you said, he's a snake, and he comes up as the magician. So when you come up as the magician, you have everything in front of you. You have everything that you need, and you don't. That person doesn't need you. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time, you don't need him either. So if you stay in your lane and he stays in his, you can still work, make money, and go to work and do what you got to do and pay your fucking bills. And you ain't got to worry about dealing with him. So just remember that it doesn't matter what he is, just leave him alone. Just don't say nothing to him. Don't acknowledge it. Don't even say nothing. Obviously, he's your boss and you probably have to deal with him in, but just do whatever you can to the best of your ability. The best medicine for somebody like that is to prove that you're on a level that you need to be. And if you do your fucking job, there's nobody can say anything. See what I'm saying? And that should motivate you. And Sagittarius women are very motivated when it comes to work and working hard. And but their biggest problem is they worry too much about what everybody else is doing, and they feel like they can do everybody's job and beat everybody at it. But that's not a good attitude to have. It's a positive attitude to have, but you got to remember those people that are ahead of you, they got there not like what you would do. See what I'm saying? You got to understand that what you do is what you're meant to do. Now, what that person does is what they're meant to do. And being in a higher position, it just gives you more stress. More money equals more problems. More. So if you're happy where you are right now, right? And you show them that, look, I'm not worrying about you, bro. I'm just gonna go to work and do what I gotta do and fuck you, like. So that's all you gotta do. It in any situation that you're in, you gotta make the best out of it for you, not somebody else. And I say it on here plenty of times. I know who I am on here. I ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody. I'm been here doing my thing. I don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm doing what I do, I don't really care about nobody else. And everybody should have that mentality. Never worry about what somebody else is doing or what they do or what their position is. Just do what you gotta do. Bring home that check and fuck these people. That's what you gotta do. That's just my opinion overall. Yeah, but even though you should never give people like that your energy because he wins. You see what I'm saying? Because a guy ain't really gonna worry about no woman like that. Because most men, especially an Aries jackass, he'll always think that he's better than every single woman in the world. And he thinks that he's the king. He thinks that he's better than everybody else. Most men, when they have a position that's higher than a woman and the woman is a threat, that man is never going to look at you like, he's always going to look at you as like, yeah, you can't get me. And it's going to motivate him to be more of a dickhead, more of a snake, because he's probably got women problems. He's probably got mother issues. But he's just an Aries, so he is an issue. People must be like listening to me and be like, I hate this fucking guy. He hates fucking Aries and Leos, and I don't hate nobody. I'm just saying, I'm just stating what you people act like, how you are. Certain you know, certain people, just certain signs act like certain ways, and they're just so annoying. It's not everybody, but majority of them are like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, there you go. He probably tried to run his wife's life, and his wife said, "Fuck you, I'm out of here." Yeah. He came up dominantly in the reading, magician. So magicians are assholes. They try to magically ruin you and make things better for them. And this magician card has a table and it has everything laid out. And he just has everything he has. He has all the power. So when you get somebody like that, you're never gonna win. They're gonna control everything. But you win. The only way you win is by ignoring them and showing them that you're a piece of shit. And I don't need you. I don't need to talk to you. I can get away from you. I don't need you at all. You're nothing to me. When you make them people feel like that, then you win. You got to show people like that you're not getting to 'em. All right, Christy, I see you donated. Thank you. I'll get to your question now. But Panda, yeah, just stay in your lane, do what you got to do, and then you'll be fine for sure. I think he worries about you more than you worry about him, to be honest. All right, Christy, you said is the person. You're welcome, Panda, anytime. Christy, yeah, I don't mind answering questions like that. I just won't repeat it in the chat, to be honest, because some people like, you know, a lot of people on these sites are on these chats are sensitive when you talk about certain things. So I'll answer it, and you know exactly what I mean. All right, we could play private investigator, or what else do I say when I do questions like this? Oh yeah, tarot blackmail. I always tell people I'll use my tarot blackmail skills. You know, I'll get down to it. We'll figure it out. All right. Oh boy. First of all, Christy, this person that you're asking me about, I would say they're not that way. And that the reason why the connection didn't work between you and them is because they're still caught up on their ex. Their ex is, in their head and in their energy still. And I feel like this person tried using you to make the ex mad. That's why the connection didn't go further than it did. And I think that person probably said, I'm this type of way just to like not tell you the truth about they really used you to make the ex jealous, because that's exactly the energy I got here. So they never had the intention of really wanting to be with you 100%, even though the connection might have been great on your end. But I feel like this person's mentally challenged and mentally, upset that they had to do it that way, but it worked because this person really wanted the person from their previous person to be a part of their life again. But let me look into it a little bit further. Yep, they're definitely not that way because I don't get that at all here at all. I see, lots of women here. So I would say that this person is like, very focused on being with, this person. Yeah. If you never dated, then you can't miss nothing you never had. And I express that to a lot of people. If you never dated anybody and all you did was flirt and talk shit, then you can't miss nothing you never had. I definitely feel like he is. Yeah, I definitely feel he's a player. I got multiple women here. I got excessive and over, excessive pleasures, and he might be doing a lot of freaky shit. And he's definitely with a woman. But he's the type of person. He's a dog. He's a player. He's somebody who's narrow minded. Somebody who like slowly tries to get in your pants. But I think that with you, it was just he had to find a way to use you to get someone else jealous. Or he probably flirted with you and never dated you because he just said, let me see how far I can get with her. So if you're not a hoe, then, and you didn't give him any, and you never dated him, that's why he probably was like, fuck that. I ain't really worried about her. She ain't, I'm not in, I'm flirting, but she ain't giving up nothing. So goodbye. So it's either you didn't give him any, that's why he didn't care, or if you did give him some, it's like a damned if you do and damned if you don't. But if you did have sex with him, that's all he really wanted, because that's what his goal was. His goal was never to date you and to be with you in a relationship, even though you felt like the connection was pretty decent. But you know, that's probably why he did what he did, was probably to see how far he can get with you. But I see multiple women in his energy. I see one, two, three, four, five women here, and just him in the middle. So it looks like he's got a lot of women on his plate. So as far as your first initial, feeling about him, that's bullshit. I think he just said that just to say it. Some people are dickheads like that. They just say stupid ass shit just to get you away from them, or just to say, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I'm this way." Yeah, I would say you definitely dodged the bullet, and you deserve better than that. So, I understand that people can flirt and be, nice and all that, and con you to believing that they're actually a good person, but I stress on here very much so, and you'll probably hear me say it if you come in here a few times. But one of my favorite sayings and favorite things to tell people is, you never really know somebody for a couple days. You have to know them for a couple years, and even then, they can turn on you. So I always recommend to really get to know somebody before you even do anything with them, because people are not, you know, guaranteed, and they're not very decent. You know, I can meet you. I've known you for what, a couple days now. You coming here twice now, and I'll be here and I'll tell you. I don't have to know you long, you know, to tell you that this is what happens, and I'm sure you know it. You're not stupid. So if you never did anything with him, then you dodged a bullet, and you probably, was not going to be on his list. And it's sad that people are like that, but and I know that sometimes we have hope, and we have like, we flirt and we talk shit, and you start to like somebody, but don't ever let that fool you, because most of the time, as much as I hate to say it, most of the time, a guy most guys only want to do that to see how far they can get. You know what I mean? If a guy starts flirting with you, if I start flirting with you right now, and you start coming in here every day and we start flirting, and then we exchange, digits and numbers, and we exchange whatever, Instagram, and we start talking shit, you know, and we feel like it's something decent there. And if you said to me, hey, Mark, look, I'm not looking for no relationship, I just want some D. And I'll be like, okay, cool. If that's what I want, then I'll be like, yeah, when can we link up? I'll take it. Sure. But if you said, hey, look, I want some D, I'll be like, look, sweetheart, I'm not really into like just banging some hoe, and even though, I'm looking for a relationship. Sorry, sweetheart. How many guys are gonna turn down some free coochie? Come on, man. Nah. Guys are gonna be like, yeah, I'm hitting it. I don't care. And the woman's like, damn right, I'm gonna get some D. You see what my point is? Like, so because you flirted and didn't really go the extra mile, he was like, fuck that. I got women that will. So let's just say you dodged a bullet, and if that's not what you're about, then you're good to go. But if you want to go bang him, then go ahead. Well, yeah. Hey, Sophie, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? You gave him your number, but did he exercise your digits? That's what I mean. See, now if you give a guy your number and he calls you every day, then you know he's definitely interested. But if he calls you every day and says random bullshit like, "Hey, beautiful, what you doing?" or "Hey, send me a picture of your boobs," or "Hey, let me see what you look like today." That's all that fucking, weirdo ass shit. That he only wants one thing. A real guy ain't gonna really do all that type of dumb ass shit. And that's the best thing you can do, sweetheart, is take your time. Take your time and get to know people. This is one of the biggest problems in life. One of the biggest problems in relationships is people do not want to take the time to get to know you. They wanna call you today, hook up with you tomorrow, fuck you the next day, and marry you the next week. That's what life is now. And I don't like that. I don't want that life. Because I can be getting myself involved with a person that is the biggest pain in the ass in the world. You know? I have to get to know somebody in order to even think about having sex with them or anything like that. Nowadays, you never know who the fuck is you're dealing with. Hell no. So you're doing the right thing one day at a time. Get to know these people, Christy, because thank God you try to get to know them, because they ain't about that life. And if a man doesn't give you the time of day all the time, then that means they're not interested. Because if you ain't giving them no coochie and they still call you, that means they actually give a shit. That's why women get confused with me. They're like, this guy's still calling me. I ain't gave him no coochie. I ain't kissed him yet, and he still calls me and says, "Hey, how you doing? You want to get together?" Yeah, it's not about having sex right away. But when you do, you'll be begging, please. Yeah, exactly, Sophie. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That married and have girlfriends. You're absolutely right. Yeah. You're welcome, Christy. You deserve better. You gotta tell yourself that every day. All you women gotta tell yourself that every day. You deserve better. Stop thinking that you have to give away that coochie just to have a man. No, you gotta make that move for work for that shit. You're sitting on a goddamn gold mine, for crying out loud. Yeah, you don't need them. Tanya, you got the eyelid channel on? Oh man, I thought you had me on the big screen. How was work today, Tanya? Good? Yeah, well, you know what, Sophie? A lot of people don't have morals and values anymore. They just get married just to get married. That's why I'm not married. Someone asked my sister today if I was married. And my sister told him the truth. My brother ain't getting married. He ain't got no time for that shit. I would get married for sure, but to the right person. I'm never going to say never. I would love to. That's a dream of mine to get married, but not with no damn hoe. Hell no. No hoes in my life. I'm tired of hoes. Hoes, Leos, Virgos, Scorpios. I don't care what zodiac sign you are. If you's a hoe, no thank you. You're a fucking problem. I have to get up and find one. Oh shit, Tanya. So the roads are still flooded? That sucks. It rained here like a good bit earlier, but nothing, no floods or anything. You worked inside the shop while they worked on the truck. Oh, nice. That's cool, Tanya. I'm glad it all got fixed. Sophie, you said you joined Pain in the Ass's channel for a bit and you love that she's so sweet. Don't tell her that. She's gonna actually think that's true. She was just trying to bait you in to think that she's nice. Yeah, she's cool. She's my pain. She's my new pain in the ass. Look, see, look. I am nice. Yeah, you're nice on Tuesdays. A damn nuisance. I'm glad that we all interact with each other. It's nice. You know, they weren't flooded on the way back. That's a good thing. I drove complete around and with her. Oh, okay, well that's good. At least it wasn't that bad. Okay, Tanya. I look forward to that. That'd be cool. All right, Panda. Good night. Take care. No problem. I appreciate you getting a reading. I appreciate that. Now it's Tuesday, soon to be Wednesday where I am. How long have I been reading tarot? Half my life. I've been reading tarot for probably, I don't know, 20 plus years. No, at least. I never read tarot cards in the beginning. I read, the playing cards: Ace of Spades, Ace of Hearts, Nine of Diamonds, Six of Clubs. And I used to have all the meanings written down on the cards. Then I made my own decks and shit. So I started off reading playing cards. That's how I learned. And then I got, a couple tarot decks and started, I learned from this lady that I still talk to today. She taught me how to read it properly and she taught me how to read reversals. I learned from her, watching her read people and stuff. It's my good friend. I've known her for like over 20 years now. But yeah, she got me into it and she taught me how to read. She's like one of the best readers I knew. And, she's good. She taught me. So I've been reading for almost probably over 20 years now. But I just don't do tarot. I do a lot of things. But yeah, that's how long I've been doing it. You want to learn how to read palms? That's all bullshit anyway. I got my palm read. It was all wrong. I'm still waiting for shit to happen. I mean, some people can read it properly if they know. It's just like a person who reads tarot. A lot of people know and they don't know. But, you probably have to refresh, Christy. Just try and refresh the page and it'll probably come back. I don't know if anybody else has got that problem. Could be, but my internet and shit's all good. I got full signal here. Everything's good. Yeah, all my shit's on point. Usually it'll, if it was acting up, it would say in the corner here, it would say my connection's messed up, but it's good. Yeah. See, Tanya says it sounds good. Could be just a matter of refreshing. Yeah, I actually had a tarot class and I taught people how to read tarot. I always encourage people to get the starter tarot deck, which is a deck that has like the meanings of the cards on it, upright and reversed, and then you can make your determinations and you can read it how you want to. You know, you can have a deck with words written on it, but you still have to interpret it in a way where it answers the question. But if you want to learn tarot, there's a deck called the starter deck, and I used it to teach people over COVID. During COVID, I went on Zoom and I had Zoom classes. I had like 14 people all together. Not everybody was in the class at the same time because it was different time zones, but I recorded it and then I used to send it to the people. And it was like $20 a class. It was very cheap and affordable. And people, even people who didn't attend the class, because I had some people over here from like Australia and New Zealand, and they wanted to like be a part of it, but we weren't like on the same time zone. So I recorded the videos and sent it to them, and they paid for them, and they learned, and then they would ask me questions. And then some of at the end of every class, I would take questions, and then I would tell people how to answer questions and how to read, you know, reversals and how to read single questions and give them advice on how to do things. So I had tarot classes and shit. So I did it for a while. People ask me to do it again, but I'm not going to do it again. Because if you want to learn, I'll just send the videos. But it's just a lot of people want to learn how to do mediumship. That's something else I do. It's not mediumship's not really mediumship's not something that you can learn. I can advise you how to deal with it, and I can advise you how to you know actually connect and how to manage it. But mediumship is like a gift. You know, it's something that you inherit, and it's something that you can do. Anybody can really do it, but not everybody's gonna have the same um not everybody's gonna have the same skills of mediumship, because some people can see, hear, taste, smell, feel. Some people can do smell and feel, so they can taste things and they can hear things or they can see things. Some people can see and they can't hear. Some people can hear, they can't see. And then some people get overwhelmed and they get, you know, zapped by the energy, and they get scared, or they see things that they don't really want to see. You got to learn how to like you got to learn how to like really really maintain the energy and to control it in a way where it doesn't overwhelm you. You have to control the spirit. Can't control you. You got to control the spirit. And people say, well, how? You have to tell them like a regular person, because that's who they once were, was a regular person. A spirit was a person at one point. So you got to tell them, hey, look, don't overwhelm me. Talk to me this way. Please show me that. You know, talk to them like a regular human being, because that's what they were. They're just in a spiritual form now. So you can't let them overwhelm you. You can't let them disrespect you. You have to tell them, hey, look, take it the fuck easy and just, you know, don't irritate me, or else I won't help the person that you want me to. You know, you have to control them. Sometimes you got to be rude. Sometimes you got to be nice. Sometimes it just flows very nicely and you have no problem. And it can be very enjoyable to do when you get a decent spirit or a decent person like to deal with, because some spirit don't speak English. So you have to get an interpreter. Then you have to do this. Then you got to do that. It's a pain in the ass because sometimes I can only see and I can't hear what they say. It's just a nuisance, you know. A mediumship can be very, very annoying. It can discourage you from doing it, you know. But it's one of the things that I've learned to control over my years. But that's probably one of the best gifts that I have and that I've maintained over the years. You know, I really like helping people in the mediumship area because it brings them peace, it brings them hope and joy, it brings them, you know, a sense of, you know, this shit's real, like, you know. Like I can't believe this shit just happened. Like, how the fuck does Mark know? Mark knows because I'm talking to the person that you know. And then we're gonna know. So that's like the thing. You have to understand it. It's very real and it can very much be tapped into. Hey Fiona, how you doing? Glow, you said how much do I charge for mediumship? I charge $60 for half an hour. And it has to be done on here or it can be done on Instagram privately. But usually private reading, all private readings, mediumship wise, is Instagram. You add me to Instagram, we video chat with each other. I tell you everything you need to know, and you know pay $60, and I give you a half an hour. But usually I go way over half an hour. Usually it ends up being like almost an hour or 45 minutes, or until you say, okay, I've had enough. You know, sometimes the spirit will be like telling you as much as they can, and then that's it. Sometimes more than one spirit comes, sometimes two, three, four spirits come. Sometimes I'll tap into somebody you're not even asking about, and then they end up showing up. It all depends. Mediumship is very versatile. It has a lot of different perks to it when you get a reading. So if you ask about a certain person, they might not want to talk to you, or they might not want to deal with you, or they just won't connect, or they just feel like they might not, or they're just not in that area. It could be in a dark hole somewhere. So it all depends, you know. Okay, good, Tanya. I'm glad you don't have to spend extra money on that. Are rods real? I've never used them to be honest, but anything can be real with the power of spirit. Pendulums, pendulums are very much real, and pendulums can definitely answer questions. But the problem with pendulums and rods and all those things is you have to keep maintaining the the um the power of that depends on who you're talking to. So you have to, like, you can't just say spirit this, spirit that. You have to channel in a spirit. You have to bring somebody in and say, hey grandma, I need you to help me with these rods. You know, I need you to take over the energy. I need you to answer these questions. And by the way, grandma, get grandpa here, get my cousin here, you got to get like your spiritual army to control those things. Because if you say, oh, spirit, is Christy going to find love this week? And the rods go like this and like that, then you're going to be like, this isn't making sense. So you can't just ask spirit in general because you're going to get all sorts of idiots in there trying to move the rods. So you have to have like your team controlling your rods, if you know what I mean. So like you have to bring in spirit, your spirit team. And once you do that, you don't have to do it again because they know that when you touch those tools, it's all about you. So once you develop that mindset and that connection with them, then you're fine. Because a lot of people don't understand that whole concept. Like you can't just ask random spirits to come in and use the rods or connect with your pendulum or your cards. You have to like ask specific spirit to connect. Because if not, you're just gonna bring in random people. and it's gonna ruin everything because there's spirit out there that are willing to make you look bad. There's good and bad in everything. That's what people have to understand. You don't have Instagram? Well, what do you have? Facebook, TikTok? What do you have besides YouTube? I mean, we could do it on YouTube if you want. We just have to do like how how readers collab and shit. We can just connect like that and just do a reading like that if you want. We can do it on here if you want. We just we'll just connect that way. We can have like a private stream or something. I have all the social media just in case people need it, and I have it because I've had it before I even game on here. So majority of my clientele are on Instagram, and that's where I do my readings because it's easy and it's nice. But I do readings on. I used to do readings on Skype, but Skype don't exist no more. And I do them on Facebook. I do them on WhatsApp. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You can do them on here, but you'd have to have like a private stream just for you and that person. So, but if you do it on here, it's kind of like you never know who's really listening or whatever. Back in the day, I was a kid, but not anymore. So it all depends on you, whatever you want to do. So, Christy, you said that you want to start your channel or you want to start a channel or something, you were saying? The chat went by so fast, I didn't read everything. You said I can feel and smell things. Um, I started a tarot channel, but I can't get the courage to post a video. The thing is, it's up to you. It's up to you, Christy. If you feel you have the gift, you can always help somebody. I always encourage everyone to start a channel and to be a part of the spirit family. And if you feel like you can read tarot and you can pull cards and you can have a good time doing it and help people, and you can do it for free, for money, you can do it like as a hobby, you can do it because you just have to do it. You don't have to really expose your life and yourself. you know it's up to you. Man, it doesn't matter showing your face, you're good. If you're not an ex-convict or a fucking convict, then who cares? Show your face, it doesn't matter. I'm showing mine, no problem. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter to me. you know some people should, some people don't. If you feel comfortable with yourself, then go for it. And there's always going to be people to talk shit about you or comment about your looks. Who cares? You should never worry about what people think. You're there for a reason. I look at my room. I don't give a fuck. I got shit everywhere. I don't give a shit. I don't care what anybody says. I'm here to do one thing and one thing only: have fun, do readings, and that's it. I don't give a fuck what people say. I don't care if people say whatever. I don't give a shit. Don't bother me. You should never worry about what people think. You're here for a reason: to connect with people and have fun. People are always gonna say shit. You could have you know, you can have like a lot of things that people like, and you can have a lot of people that dislike, or you can just get people that come in here and troll you and talk shit. It don't matter to me. You should never let other people's words bother you. You got to do what you got to do. You should never be shy. You should never worry about what people think. You should always show your face and just have a good time. You're in this world. You're in this world for so long. Who gives a fuck? When you're dead, they're still gonna see your fucking face in your videos and everything else. It don't matter. I've never been shy. I have nothing to be shy about. I'm a person like everybody else. No reason to be shy. Nah. Yeah, exactly. When you focus on your purpose, and you shouldn't have nothing to worry about. Being shy is, but the thing is how could you be shy to be on camera and you're not in front of real people? You're in a camera. There's nobody here, right here, right now. Nobody's here. I'm looking at myself talk shit and do readings, and I look at myself. I ain't looking at nobody. I'm looking at the chat. I don't know you people. I don't know what you look like. I don't really care. As long as we're having a good time and I'm doing what I have to do and I'm answering your questions and we're talking and we're having fun, I could care less what you look like. And I don't really care what anybody thinks anyway. And everybody should be the same way. It's fine. You'll be fine. People will like see when most people want to see the psychic work. They want to see the person shuffle the cards, talk to you. They don't want to talk to somebody's hands and shit. They don't want to just see them cards and people pulling them. I honestly, I don't have nothing against people who don't want to show their face. Everybody has a reason for what they want to do, and I don't care what people do. I go in people's rooms that don't show their face. I don't care. I don't have nothing against them. But me personally, I feel like a person that gets a reading from somebody, I'm sure you want to see their face, and you can see them shuffling the cards and shit. And even if you don't see their face, you can still see their hands doing it and you can hear their voice. But I feel like people should not hide themselves. They should just come out and just be the. I feel like it'll bring your confidence level up. It'll show like your true self. People can see your expressions. People can see your face and how what you say is genuine and you're not like hiding. But some people take offense to when I say that, but it's just the way I feel. It's because I'm not the type of person to hide myself. I don't really care what people think of me. It don't matter. I'm here to do what I gotta do. It takes time. If you're shy or you feel like you need work, then you gotta do it every day. And then when you women love compliments, so one day you might come on there with a nice shirt and your hair is done up and be like, "Hey girl, you look good. Oh my god, oh, you look so nice, sweetheart. Oh, you're beautiful. You're this and that." You all like all that shit. So after a while of getting compliments, your confidence level is going to be through the sky. And then you're going to want to look nice when you come online. Or you're going to want to have certain things. And you're going to be like all excited and happy. And it makes your readings come true more too because you're so confident, spirit so happy to give you answers. You got to look at it in a positive way, not a negative way. You got to look at it as if, I'm going to show myself and I'm going to make sure I show myself and I'm going to show how confident I am, how happy I am to be here doing this. All you need is a few little confidence boosting comments, and then you'll probably get one or two like people talk shit. And, I had it plenty of times. I don't care. One of the first things that people said, or what people would say is, "Oh, you got all those hats, blah blah blah," and then they'll be like, "Oh, how old are you? Oh, well, you shouldn't be dressing like that. You dress like you're in the '90s, or you dress like you're not you don't dress your age." And I'm like, "Give a fuck what I dress like. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. You're just jealous. You don't have all these hats and all this clothes, and you don't look good like me." That's what I say to them, even though probably people won't agree. I don't care. I don't fuck what you think. I don't care if you're coming here worrying about my damn clothes. I'm not here to model. Does it say Marky Mark's modeling channel? I'm modeling my fucking clothes and my hat, you moron. I'm here to do some readings. I just want to look good like everybody else. But you want to look like shit when you go online, stupid? Like you don't make no sense when you say that dumbass shit to me. But some people used to say it. They're like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah, how many fucking hats you got? I have as many hats as I fucking want. You think I just bought this collection yesterday? I got pictures from 30 years ago with me with hats on and shit. But people just like to aggravate you. They don't want your energy to be great. They want to they want to send you that negative shit. They want to make sure that you're not. I have all this DJ equipment in the back here, right? Before this DJ equipment was here, I had my dog back here, but she passed away. So for the past few months since she's been gone, I've had my DJ stuff here. And somebody might come in here and be like, oh, you do DJing too? Oh, what is your channel? What is this? Oh, yeah, I bet you don't know. How long you? Nobody really does that because I don't really have trolls in here like that. And even if they came in here, I'd be like, fuck you. I don't care about you. Like, this crazy woman's still going on about Cowboys. Cowboys suck. They didn't even make the playoffs. You shouldn't even be talking about Dallas Cowboys. They're like so bad. Why would you talk about those idiots in here? I already told you I'm a Patriots fan. Patriots run the world. All Boston teams run shit. When are you gonna realize that? It's not Bermuda's favorite team. One of my good friends is a big Dallas Cowboys fan, and he turns his head when he sees me. He's like, I can't look at you. You're a Patriots fan. And I was like, I can look at you because your team sucks. America's favorite team. America's favorite sellouts that never make it anywhere, never even make the playoffs, never go to the Super Bowl. They're trash as fuck. Patriots forever, baby. Here, let me show you something, look. Let me show you something great. Look, see that? Look. See that? Champs. Dallas Cowboys don't even have a fucking calendar. And if they make a calendar for the Dallas Cowboys, they probably sold two. One for you and one for somebody else. It's too much for them eyes. It's not your fault. That's good. I'm glad you didn't see it. It'll make you change your mind for a real team. See what I gotta put up with, Christy? Gotta put up with this damn pain in the ass Leo. What's your sign, Christy? What's your zodiac sign? And she says, I love your Aquarius energy. I know. It's contagious. You're a Libra? Oh, okay, cool. Fellow air sign. That's cool. I like Libras. Libras are cool. Yeah, I know her. And she told me already. She's an air sign, not an airhead. See? There's a difference. You don't love no damn Libras and Cancers. Leos only love them damn self. Damn Leos. Leos only love one thing, themselves. They look in the mirror and say, I love you. They don't look at nobody else and say they love me. They look in the mirror and say they love themselves. Damn Leos. Fucking Leos. Oh, Leos. Even though I'm an Aquarius, I don't even know that many Aquariuses. But the Aquariuses I do know all that come in here are my good friends. They're not pain in the asses. Only one. Me. Your Aries rising loves to shine through though, so shit gets spicy. Oh, nice. Hell no. I definitely don't love Leos. I like them. I like you sometimes, and then I like Kitty, Erica, Dan. Dan's my favorite Leo. Now all of a sudden I have a couple Leos in here. It was just Dan and Erica. Now I got you and Kitty. Thank God you guys are good. You was a pain in my ass and get rid of you guys. You got Jupiter in Aquarius. That's a good thing. If you have anything in Aquarius, it's a good thing because Aquarius is the ruler. Aquarius runs shit. We're the best sign of the zodiac, the most popular, the most famous, the sexiest, the smartest. We're the best. It's period. It's proven. The ruler of the fucking jungle, full of dog shit and full of fucking lion shit. That's the only ruler Leo is in. Ruler of the fucking jungle full of hot air and fucking trees. Who can survive without the sun? The sun is nothing without the water bearer. Because while you shine, you're going to burn everything to death. But when the water comes, everything gets cooled down. And without water, nothing grows. So remember, the sun can burn things to death, but the water can always bring it back to life. That's why we're the water bearers. Without water, there's nothing. If the sun shines every day, it's going to burn everything. But if the water's there 24/7, that's why there's more water in the world than anything else. I told you don't test me. Aquarius is run shit. We're the water bearers. We rule the world. Nah. That's why you're opposite of us, because you can never be us. The only thing Leo and Aquarius have in common is we are fixed signs. So the fixed signs are Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. And those four signs are very powerful because they're the fixed signs. So they usually run shit. No, Leo is not the main fixed sign. Stop using astrology and use astrology. Okay? John Travolta is in Aquarius. Well, that should tell you something. See, he's one of the best actors in the world. Tanya, you still going live? If you're here. Tomorrow? Oh, okay, cool. You're going live tomorrow? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I thought you were going live today. My bad. Oh, that's cool. I look forward to that. Yay. Yeah, if you guys don't know Tanya, my friend Miss Bikini, she has a channel too. She does like oracle cards sometimes, and she does all these cool videos. And she takes us on tours to all these nice places. She's my good friend. So if you can subscribe to her, it'd be cool. Yeah, Miss Leo's son, Cleo, she has a channel. She's a pretend reader. Her channel's called Unapologetic Tarot. You know, she pretends to be a psychic, and then when I come in there, she actually does readings, so she can prove to me that she's actually a real psychic or a real tarot reader. She's not a psychic; she's a psycho. But she reads tarot cards, but she thinks she knows what they mean, but I have to teach her. She likes to shuffle cards like she's in Las Vegas. She shuffles cards, right? She'll shuffle the cards, roll, and she'll give you that, like that. And she'll give you this fucking bullshit Las Vegas shuffle like she's fucking in blackjack. Look, that's all you hear in the background. And she'll be like, blah, 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 Mark, don't talk no shit to me. Rah, rah, rah. Then she'll shuffle. Then she'll shuffle. And it's like, oh my God. Meanwhile, Christmas is here and she's still shuffling. She thinks she's one of those Las Vegas shuffling at the casino. Like, woman, hurry up and shuffle the damn cards. She thinks she's from Vegas, but she's from Texas. She thinks she's in a casino. Then her cards are all like messed up, and then she says, "Oh, my cards are messed up." Oh, you shuffle them like you're in a damn casino. I'm just teasing. All my exes don't live in Texas. One of my sweethearts is in Texas. I haven't seen her in a while. She's a reader too. She's my sweetheart. I haven't seen her in a long time. I miss her. I miss you, sweetheart. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. All you Texas people, all you want to do is put your hands on me and talk shit. Blah, blah, blah. Your Texas ass over here. Put your ass on the barbecue. Yada, yada, yada. I have a few people in here that come from Texas. Tex ass. There you go. Thanks, Gala. Tex ass. One thing about Texas, they got a lot of ass out there. A lot of big asses. Dang. I remember my friend, when I first met her on here, she was like, "Oh yeah, I like you, this and that, blah blah blah." And then I said to her, I said, I like Texas women because they got big asses. She says her ass is the size of Texas. I said, "Oh dang." She wasn't telling lies. Her ass was as big as Texas. I was like, dang. I have a few friends on here from Texas. Texas people are cool. I always get along with all the Texas ladies. They're cool as fuck. People from that area are really nice. I always develop good friendships with them. They like to talk a lot of shit, see. That's why they like me. Like I don't. She acts like she's the only one who doesn't. Her channel's called Unapologetic Bullshit. I mean, Tarot. Sorry. I'll get you the link. Because she don't even know how to do the link. I have to put her link up all the time. Because she don't know how to do it. I'll get you the link. She's actually live, right? Oh, no, no, she's not live. It said she was live. She's a nuisance. See, at least she admits that she's not as smart as an Aquarius. That's her channel right there. Things I gotta do for this damn woman. Yeah, Gala, they're good people. I have a few friends on here from Texas. Yeah, I do because I respect other readers and I like people to I like people to be cool with everybody. See, even though I talk a lot of shit, I don't hate. I'm not a hater. Plus, I'm real and you're pretend. So it's a difference. Oh shit! I drive this damn woman crazy. What's my friend from Texas? She's got a channel too. I don't know if you guys know her. I can't remember her name or her channel again. That's pretty bad. I know her real name, but that's her channel. It's called The Heart Sense. I don't know if you know her. She's from Texas too. She's my Texas. She's my Texas sweetheart. She's so cool. She barely comes on, but her channel's called The Heart Sense. She's cool. She's my friend. Oh, you just. Yes. It was a big flood in Texas. That's the first thing I asked my friend if she was okay. She says it was far away from where she was. It was only in a different place. No, she's not. Miss Bikini's not from Texas. No. But yeah, my friend I'm talking about, I asked her if she was next to the floods, and she said no. It was only in a certain area. I don't know where, but she said it, but I can't remember where she said. But that's the first thing I asked her if she was okay, and if it was. She says it was a couple miles away from her. So I was like, okay, thank God. I would say in January, yeah, like January, like 2 months ago, the floods happened. I think it was. I believe it was January. 'Cause that's like the last time she was live right after the floods. I was worried about her and worried about all my Texas friends. But yeah, I have a few Texas friends. I had this other lady. Her name is Daisy. She was my first Texas friend on here. I haven't seen her forever. But Daisy she was from Texas. This girl, Heart Sense, she's from there. And my other friend, Lydia, she's from Texas. So I know a few people from Texas. No, I'm nowhere near Texas. I'm in Bermuda. Don't listen to her. I'm not in no Louisiana. She's like hooked on Louisiana. I'm from Bermuda. It's an island on the East Coast. It's very nice. It's where Leo's son wish she can be. She only wants to come here to kick my ass. She don't want to come here to like have a vacation and shit. She's too shy and scared. She can't handle Bermuda. Bermuda's too much for her. Well, you're welcome here, Christy. You can come to Bermuda anytime you're ready. No crocodiles here. Nope. We don't have no crocodiles, no snakes, no bears, no none of that bullshit. We don't have no wild, crazy animals. All we have is ocean creatures like sharks and whales and fish, Portuguese men of wars. You know. Yeah, we have lots of humidity. That's the worst thing is humidity and hurricanes. Hurricanes is the only downfall of living here. That's the only downfall to me. I can handle the heat and the humidity and I can handle like all that shit. I've been living here my whole life, but the only downfall of living here, and like I said, is hurricanes. We don't really have really serious problems, but hurricanes is like, oh boy. So every year we get hurricanes, most likely. Let me turn off my light here. So yeah. LA, Cali. I have a lot of people from here in Cali. I have a lot of Cali friends in here. Tons of people from Cali in here. I would say half of my subscribers are from Cali. Shit. I have so many people from here. I have family in California too. Okay, cool. My family that are in California, they're from Fresno. My grandfather, he used to work in Fresno, and his brother married a lady from Fresno, Californian chick. So yeah, I have family out there still, distant cousins and shit. Yeah, I never been there, but I would like to. Hey Virgo, how you doing, sweetie? So yeah, I've always wanted to go to California, but I haven't made it there yet. But I would love to. Yeah, there's people from all over the world in here. I got people from New Zealand, Australia, Canada, America, UK. I got people from all over. I'm in Bermuda. Shit. Yeah, right. I have people from all over in here. We all there's people from all over everywhere, you know, not just me. It's everywhere. Yeah, I've been to Canada. I have my uncle and aunties were from. I have a set of auntie and uncles that passed away. They were in British Columbia and Vancouver, and I have an auntie still alive in Toronto and Mississauga. And my uncle died last year. I mean, 2 years ago. Sorry. They're from Toronto and Mississauga. I've been to Canada 3 times. I've never been to Australia or anything like that. You're good? Tired? Been a long day? Yeah, I know. My family is from Portugal, so I'm Portuguese. My mom and dad were born in Portugal, and I'm Portuguese. I was born here, though, but I'm of Portuguese descent. I've been to Portugal a few times. I want to go back there again. I could go there in June if I want to, but I don't really want to travel right now. I got a lot of shit to do. I haven't traveled in 6 years and I don't plan on to. I might travel, but I just don't feel like it. To me, it's just way too expensive. The prices of traveling is absolutely fucking ridiculous. To go on a trip and enjoy yourself, you got to spend like $5,000 to $10,000 on a fucking trip, and I'm not gonna spend all that damn money. Hell no. Do I speak it? Yeah, I speak it very fluently every day. I speak Portuguese every day, guaranteed. Italy, yeah, my nephew is out in Italy right now. He's in college out there. He says he loves Italy. He was out there for 6 months. He's doing like a course out there in Italy. He loves it. He says it's one of the best places he's been. Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, you told me that your son's girlfriend's Portuguese, Brazilian. Brazilians speak different Portuguese from Portugal Portuguese. We speak different. We understand each other, but there's a different pronunciation. Brazilian people say like they say like different shit. They have that like different type of Portuguese. Yeah, I've been to Portugal and I've been to Germany and I've been to the UK in Europe. I went to Germany back in 2010. I went out there to do some DJing and shit and hang out with my DJ friends, and it was uh it was really nice. I had one of the best times in my life. But apparently Germany is really shitty now. Like most places, they're not the same as they were 15, 20 years ago. So poor girl, probably hating on her because she's beautiful and Brazilian. There's a few Brazilian women here that I know. They're attractive, but all right. I like Portuguese women because I'm Portuguese anyway. Portuguese women are amazing. Some of them are a pain in the fucking ass. I'm attracted to Portuguese women more than anything. That's my dream, is to be with a Portuguese woman forever, but it's probably not gonna happen. But yeah, Capricorn. Oh, well, there you go. But I like Latino women. I like Latino women and Portuguese women because they're almost the same. But I love my Latinas and my mommies, chicas. But yeah, Portuguese women are my favorite, and next is Latinas. It's just my type of woman. That's all. Now I'm just teasing. I know I can have it if I want, but they're probably going to be a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's my type. But you can't always have what you want. Virgo, what you laughing at? Virgo is my favorite Latina. She's my favorite. Yeah, Tanya likes men with medical insurance. If you ain't got medical insurance and a fat bank account, then Tanya ain't doing. Tanya don't want you. You look white as a kid. I like white girls. I like all sorts of girls. I don't mind. Black, white, Portuguese, other. I don't give a fuck. As long as you're decent, that's cool. I like all women. You're white. I can see your arms when you shuffle. They're white as fuck. Pale ass. For a person that lives in Texas, you don't go outside. You stay the fuck inside. You're scared of that damn sun. Your name's Leo damn sun, but you don't get no damn sun. See me, look, all tanned up. See, I'm not white. I'm out in the sun. Wait till summertime. I'm gonna be dark as shit. Damn Leo, son. Say something in Portuguese. Oh God, I can't say no. I'm not gonna say nothing in Portuguese because then you're gonna try and interpret it, and it might be rude. Uh, yeah, I've talked it before. Yeah. Oh hell no! One time I was talking to my mom in here in Portuguese on the phone, and everybody was laughing. And I was talking Portuguese before. Actually, I used to do readings in here with that guy. That guy Jose somebody. Remember that guy? I used to do readings in here in Portuguese. I forgot about that. How about them cowgirls? Fuck the Cowboys. Trash ass team. Yeah, there was a guy that came in here and he was a pain in my ass. I actually blocked him because I didn't want to deal with him no more. But I did his reading in Portuguese. I used to talk Portuguese in here. I read the cards in Portuguese. I told him everything, his answers in Portuguese. And then finally I said, look, bro, I can't do this no more. You need to talk English. I know you don't know how to talk English because when I first met you, you talk English and you typed English. So I'm not going to do Portuguese stuff no more because I want this to be English. I don't want Portuguese people to think that they can come in here and get readings and shit. And I'm going to be talking two different languages and confusing the shit out of me. So yeah, I speak it very fluently though, but I only say it necessarily to people who understand. I can say random shit to you, but you wouldn't know. But yeah, this one person, he aggravated me. I had to get rid of because I had to read what he said, and people thought like people didn't know what he was saying, so it was kind of annoying, you know. Christy, tu és uma galosa. Isto estavas aqui. It Davidnescu. If only you knew what I said. That's why I can't say anything, see. But yeah, I used to do, I now I remember now. As soon as Virgo said you used to speak it before, and I was like, wait a minute. I did. I used to do readings in here with that guy. He was a pain in my ass. Fuck, he was a nuisance. I had to read the Portuguese, then I had to talk Portuguese, and then I had to like figure out how to say certain things in tarot terms in Portuguese. So it was difficult. It challenged me. I said, Christy, if you were here in Bermuda, I would show you around. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right, yeah. Yeah, Burger, you got a good memory. Yeah, I remember, yeah. You got a wild imagination, woman. Don't worry about her. She likes to dream a lot. Wait till you go to her channel, you see her pretend. You be like, what am I getting myself into? All right. As much fun as this is, I'm gonna get my ass to sleep. It's 12:35 in the morning, and I gotta get up and meet these jackasses at 8 o'clock. I gotta open up the house so he can finish the damn bathroom once and for all. These guys are coming here to put in the shower doors in the bathroom that I renovated. So finally, finally gonna have this fucking bathroom finish. Fuck's sake. Yeah, it's 12:36 a.m. It's Wednesday now. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Yeah, it's very late. I've been on here for like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Dealing with them Leos and lunatics and everything else. But I had a good night. I'm glad everybody showed up and had fun. You're welcome, Tanya, anytime. You know me. I'm your favorite Aquarius is Aquarius. Yeah, it's late over here. I know it's like you guys are 4 hours behind me. So it's like 8:36 where you live. Yeah, you're always welcome here, Christy. It's like this every day. I talk a lot of shit, have fun. You know, everybody in here is very cool, very nice. Everybody's welcoming and everybody likes to talk to each other. Nobody's really like, assholes or anything like that. Everybody's really cool with everybody. People talk to each other. Nobody's really like, got no serious animosity with anybody. Everybody's cool. You know. Yeah, you can be our new friend. It's okay. As long as you're cool, then that's what that matters. Good night, Virgo. Take care, sweetie. Good night, Tanya. Christy. Pain in the ass. Oh, yeah. I'm usually here every day, sometimes twice a day. Usually around this time. But yeah, I'm around. I'm here. And if you don't see me here, I'll be in these people's channels. I go and support them too. I'd go see these people in their channels, when they're live, if they have a channel. Her channel is it's her name, so I'll get the link for you now. She does a lot of cool stuff on there. She's funny too. If you click that link, it'll take you right to her channel. I got everything sorted out. See, I got the links. See, I love my friends. As for this cowboy, cowgirl, whatever the heck she wants to be, NFL don't start till September. She's over here running her mouth about this damn trash team. There you go. She just gave you her bio. Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you all tomorrow at some point in time. All right. Bye-bye. Gotta find the end stream button. Cowboys suck.